I'm Dave. We are Accessrock. We are at Getaway Rock Festival, and I get to talk to
Frank Novinec from Hatebreed.
From Hatebreed. Play guitar in Hatebreed?
I do.
Yes. Do you like to play guitar in Hatebreed?
It's the greatest job in the world for me. I love it. So it's a one in a million thing to be able to be in a band and do it for a living and travel the world. So every day is a blessing, and the longer we can continue to keep doing this, the better.
You've had a huge success with the Divinity of Purpose, right?
Yep.
This year. It's been massive.
It has. It's been great. It's kind of getting back to just being a more stripped down record, I think, versus the self-titled record that came out before it, and just us doing what we do best, crossing over from the metal and hardcore scenes and into punk rock and rock, and being the universal band that we are. So we're very happy with it. The response has been overwhelming, and especially from the fans, which is the most important. So it's been great.
You have a very loyal fan base, right?
We do.
I see tattoos.
We do. There's a lot.
It's like people are nuts.
I think so. I think that comes from us coming from the hardcore scene, where it's very personable, where you don't have that so much in the metal scene. I think a lot of the bands are not as in touch with the fans as much as we are. I'd like to think with all the things that we do, we're very approachable people. We're very responsive on the social networking. People can speak with us, and we have that bond with our fans like that, and it's something special that Hatebreed's about, especially the lyrics. They're very personable as well, and I think people can relate to that. And it's, our lyrics, they're very, they're easy to understand, and I think that even though Jamie yells, you can still understand what he's saying, and all of those things combined, I think, make for a great relationship between us and the fans.
True. So you've been touring constantly?
Always.
More or less. Yeah,
always. Wow. This is our 7th time in Europe this year.
Yeah.
And we're only in August, so we have Australia coming up, South America, touring the States, and coming back to Europe probably before the year's over, all between now and the end of the year, and we're planning into next year. But this is what happens when you put a new record out. You tour the world, and we're a band that goes everywhere. So that's why it takes so long for us to put records out. Sorry about the wait, but everybody has to see us, and I think it's a win-win situation for everybody. So,
if you had to choose, like doing a record or play live?
Oh, play live. Doing a record is the worst part about being in a band, other than on nights like tonight where we have to go back to the airport and we get into the hotel, and 2 hours later we have to fly somewhere tomorrow, which we're doing. Those are the two, it's a lot of headaches. I mean, to complain about what we do for a living is absurd, but, making a record is no fun. You're in the studio all day listening to the same things over and over and over again, which is monotonous, but playing live is the greatest part about being in a band. I mean, to be able to go out there and express yourself and give 100% and realize that the fans this is their one chance to see you, and you've got to go out there and do an amazing job, and to give them what they expect and walk away from it with them being happy is an amazing feeling. It's the reason why we're out here, and even if the rest of the day was terrible, you still have that. Hopefully there's no technical difficulties or anything like that to ruin that part of the day, but it's all good.
Very, very good. So the worst part is the travel.
Yeah.
And flying. Do you have families?
Yeah, we have families and things like that. Our singer's very busy with his 2 other bands and his clothing line, and I don't know. Everybody does their own thing when they go home.
Okay.
I'm living away from the band and down in Florida, and they're all up in Connecticut, New York, near New York. So, okay. But we play so much and we tour so much that it doesn't even matter that I live that far away. But we're a band that probably tours a lot more than most bands. I mean, there's a couple years that Hatebreed did 300 shows in one year. But that's it, you know. I mean, if you're going to be in a band and tour the world and do it for real, then you have to expect to miss people's weddings and deaths in the family, and it's really sad. But that's a sacrifice you make for doing for being able to do this. There has to be some kind of repercussions, I guess, with any job.
Yeah.
So
true.
It's not all awesome all the time, but it is most of the time.
How do you do it? Do you kind of think about what you eat, what you drink, what you not drink? Because you're not 50 anymore.
No, closer to 50 than 15. I don't know. I mean, I was the guy that really partied the most in the band every night, and I recently quit drinking. It's been about 3 months since I drank, but I don't know. I mean, everybody has their own way of dealing with it. We try to watch what we eat, I guess. I don't know. I guess the older you get, the more you have to care about things like that. Fortunately for us during the day, we do have a lot of time to rest if we want, or we can go out and sightsee and do whatever. You know, I mean, that's what bands do on tour, I guess. You know, we expect to be on the road all the time, so I think preparing yourself for that, whether it's a little bit or a lot, at least it's in your head. You know that that's what you have to do, and you go out there and do it. You know, that's basically what we do. We don't, especially when we play, we don't have all these routines and these backstage rituals. We go out there. For myself, I don't do anything. I like to lay around until the last second. The guys will be up on stage, and I'll be back in the dressing room. You wouldn't even think that I had to play, but it's an on and off switch. You turn it on, you go out there and you do it, and that's just what works best for Hatebreed. I don't know what other bands do. Maybe give us your input. I don't know.
I was thinking, seeing you live on stage is chaos, kind of chaos. Would it be the same thing if you're on the tour bus? Would you go crazy like that?
We used to.
You used to. Okay.
No, I mean, we have a good time. We laugh, and we're acting like we're 13 years old constantly. Being in a band like this and touring and doing what we do for a living is a great way to keep us young and youthful. Yeah. It is, and realizing that everybody in the audience is probably younger than you are. So, but I see the Rolling Stones having their 50th anniversary, and it makes me just think that we've got. You know, we've been doing this for 20 years. Next year, we have 20 more to go at least. So if everybody can stay healthy and things like that. So we're not planning on stopping anytime soon. We're having a lot of fun. What's up, everybody? This is Frank Novinec from Hatebreed, and this is Access Rock.